All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jackson. We post daily Rockets content over here on the channel. It's Monday, September 11th here. We're live here in Chicago wearing our Packers jersey. Hell yeah, we went to the game. We're about a month, or a little less than a month away from the start of the regular season. So Houston Rocket content, we're going to be ramping it back up. I won't be daily until like we get at least like training camp and preseason starting. So just a couple of weeks away, but little hiatus. It is, once my golf company pretty much went under, or it got shut down, I should say, on Instagram, and I've been a full-time YouTuber, it is unbelievably stressful. It's unbelievably chaotic. It's just a little too much. So apologize for inconsistency in the last week or last month or so, but we're going to be back here. So yeah, we got episode number 43 today. We're going to keep it pretty brief because we just did a live stream talking about the Kevin Porter Jr. arrest. And then I just hopped on the NBA show, which we do every single day. And we talked about Kevin Porter Jr. there. But, we also have Dillon Brooks. I actually don't even know if we're going to get to Dillon Brooks. I might just end up deleting that. But it's been pretty crazy. So this is going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. This is going to be on all of, this is Let's Talk Rockets, right? So we're back here on streaming platforms. If you're listening to this audio wise, I appreciate you guys so much for just listening to the podcast. We're turning Houston Rockets Daily into Let's Talk Rockets in long form. That doesn't make sense. But anyways, KPJ got arrested today. And to be honest with you, I've been talking about it for it feels like 2 hours now, and I'm extremely sick of talking about it. So we're going to keep it brief. Last night, it appears as if, and all of this right now is speculation. We literally don't really have any updates. We don't really have any news. I just don't like the way Kevin Porter Jr. has been treated by media members, whether that's with the Houston Rockets or not with the Houston Rockets. If you're a Rockets media reporter, it's a little difficult because it's like you're employed by somebody. And so you can't just come out here and say, well, hey, innocent until proven guilty, because I would imagine your boss doesn't like that. So we're not a journalist. I'm not a journalist. I certainly would never qualify myself as a journalist. We're sports opinion. We're talk radio. We're media. We're new media, whatever you want to call it here. We're trying to do something that's completely different. So I can come out here and say straight up, KPJ, I got your back. I'm gonna get your back, innocent until proven guilty. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know much about the legal system. I'm getting berated on Twitter right now, which you can follow me on Twitter in the links in the show notes in the description. I'm getting berated right now by, what appears as if a lot of females, which makes sense because if Kevin Porter Jr. actually did beat the shit out of his girlfriend, well then, yeah, fucking berate my Twitter. Here's the thing. I just don't like what's going on, but we'll talk about that in a second. So here are the facts, or here are the details that we are aware of at this current point in time. By the way, might have some Wi-Fi issues. We'll be back in Florida tomorrow, and it'll be crystal clear. But I wanted to get this out to the world, share my opinions on this Rocket news. So I guess last night, I don't know if they went out together. They're in Manhattan right now. They're in New York City. They might have gone out together. They might have gotten dinner or whatever. But Kevin Porter Jr. got back pretty late, and his girlfriend did not like that. So she locked him out. We'll dissect it all at the end because I'm not a huge fan of it. So reportedly what happens then is, let's just fucking pull up this shit. I'm not trying to spread anything fake here or anything like that. All right. And by the way, this is like Kevin Porter Jr.'s, his girlfriend is like John Lucas's goddaughter or something like that. All right. This is not the all right, here's what this report says. The Houston Rockets guard was recently taken into police custody for assaulting his girlfriend. Porter allegedly assaulted his girlfriend, who currently isn't signed to any team. The incident took place when Kevin Porter Jr. returned during the early parts of the morning to the Millennium Hotel in New York, where the couple stayed. Kevin was out the night before. However, after he returned, the police claimed that The girlfriend locked him out of the room because she was upset that he had returned very late. Porter ended up getting access to the room with the help of hotel security. It was after he entered that he began to beat her, according to ABC. As of now, Porter is in police custody while her injuries aren't clear, but this may not age well for KPJ in the future. His girlfriend is 3 years older than him, and they've been dating for what appears to be 1 or 2 years, somewhere in between 1 or 2 years. Now, here's the thing. Everyone's berating this guy. Listen, she's a WNBA player. I don't know what that is, or I know what that is. I don't know if she's a successful WNBA player or whatever, but like she can, obviously like pay for shit on her own. This isn't. However, you got to at least see it from Kevin's side, where it's like, I mean, I'm gonna imagine he's paying for the hotel as the man, and he's locked out. Obviously, he's boozing, and when alcohol gets involved with women, it's not good. When you combine alcohol with sports, not good. Alcohol with women, even worse. So, I mean, we're not all perfect here. What Kevin Porter Jr. probably should have been is like, yo, I don't even know, actually. I actually don't know how Kevin Porter Jr. should have handled that. Well, we're assuming he didn't beat the shit out of her. We're assuming he didn't touch her. What happened when the police got onto the scene was that, like, she called the cops, and she had a laceration on, like, the right side of her face. So they call EMS or EMT, and they come on over, and she said that he strangled her. And I saw a report that she broke her hand, but I never saw that afterwards anywhere else. So she may or may not have had a broken hand, whatever. Everyone's just like, I don't know. These are super difficult situations. Miles Bridges happened last year. Jackson Hayes, I don't think most people know about Jackson Hayes' case. I don't think a lot of people know about Anthony Lamb's case. Now, these are a little bit different. Anthony Lamb's is different than his was like rape. His was a huge no-go. But like that's still up in the air. Like I don't even know if the whole Anthony Lamb situation, like a lot of Rock fans didn't even know that was a thing when he was on our team. What's up, Chris? I'm gonna change this title here because we're just not gonna talk about Dillon Brooks in today's show. But yeah, there was a report of broken bones. What's up, Knuckles World? What's up, Chris? Rocket News. Oh, she last played in 2022. Damn. She was the 4th overall pick in the. Wait, is she like Cheeks? Hold on. Not that it matters, but I know of her because I know she's like beautiful. See her stats. Is there a stats thing like that for? Ooh, wow, she was a stud in college. Oh. She averaged 1 point per game. Hold on. I want to just see her fucking stats. Why is it so hard to find WNBA stats? Damn, yeah, she is. Wow. Okay. So she's played 19 games in her career, 9 minutes, averaging 2 points. Yeah. So not relevant at all, but I was just a little curious there. Her sister was married to the late Dwayne Haskins. That sucks. Wow. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins as well. Bro, out of there, what an idiot. So one thing I'll mention real quick here is I will say this doesn't look good for the Rockets either way. Guilty or not guilty, it doesn't look good because, if you can recall why Kevin Porter Jr. is on the Houston Rockets is because of and her sister was arrested for domestic violence on him. Like the sisters beating up Dwayne Haskins? Ooh. That's a little interesting. Listen, bro. we've all had girlfriends. And we've all gotten into arguments, and we've all said and done things that we wish we could take back. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume most people watching this have never touched their girl. But we know bitches be crazy. Like, we know that. Like, we know girls are crazy. When a girl really loves you, she is gonna be like, she loves you, man. She's crazy. They're psychotic in a good way. But locking the dude out of his room early in the morning when you're pissed at him and he's boozing. It's like child's play. Like it's just child's play. I don't know. It seems super, like, I don't want to say toxic because I don't know their relationship, so I don't even really want to speak on it. But it's just, this seems so beneath both of them. Like, this situation seems so beneath both of them. But we all, like I said, we all know we've been in love. You ever been in love? You ever loved a girl? Once you get past that honeymoon stage, I mean, shit gets real, man. Arguments get real. You want arguments. You want flair. I don't believe in like the whole, I want, perfect. We've never fought before. No, dude, I want intensity. I want passion. By the way, or sorry, what I was saying is Kevin Porter Jr. About 4 years ago, when he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers, was arrested and charged for a bunch of stuff. Like, he was charged for having a gun, marijuana, punching a girl. I think that was it. I think it was just domestic assault or domestic violence or whatever that word would be on a woman in public, having a gun and marijuana. And so he got arrested and charged. But what happened? Later it comes out that Kevin Porter Jr.'s, I believe his sister punched the girl in question, and the girl said that it was Kevin Porter Jr. And they wanted to charge him. They wanted to like take this shit to court and all that stuff. I don't know how I don't know how all that ended, but he pled not guilty and he was fine. Like, when it came out, when Kevin Porter Jr. punching a girl, whatever, the dude, nobody wanted the dude. Cleveland looked to trade him, right? Nobody wanted Kevin Porter Jr. No one's trading for him. Houston, they waive him, they drop him. He's free agent. Houston's like, I'm gonna fucking take it. Or do we technically trade for Kevin Porter Jr.? We might have technically traded a late second round pick or whatever. So that means a couple of things. Like, it doesn't look good for Kevin Porter Jr.'s future on the Houston Rockets, regardless if Kevin Porter Jr. didn't do anything, regardless of it, it doesn't look good, because this is not, from a business standpoint, from an ownership management standpoint, this is an absolute no-go. Even if it is false, you don't want a player like this on your team. I don't care if he didn't do it. If I'm Rafael Stone and I'm the owner of the Houston Rockets, I'm the GM of the Rockets, it doesn't matter what I think about Kevin Porter Jr. Like, who you are matters. And this is like not good. Top 55, second protected. Thank you. I imagine Kevin Porter Jr. will be released. And yeah, more Jae'Sean Tate, more Cam Whitmore. What campaign just got waived? I wouldn't be surprised if we went on scoop campaign. It just doesn't look good for Kevin Porter Jr.'s future on the Rockets regardless. And that's what sucks about it, is he could be in the clear and, he could have done nothing wrong. But from, a ownership standpoint, that's just not the guy you want on your team, right? Take it from the Cavs standpoint. All right, my starting point guard, my backup point guard, my rookie point guard just got arrested for allegedly punching a woman. Yeah, unless you're putting up 25 a game, see ya. Even if she provoked you, even if you're in the right and she's setting you up from an ownership standpoint, you just don't want that stuff, man. You just don't want that. Exactly. It's just, we've given you some opportunities. Like I said, whether you're right or wrong, doesn't matter. We don't want you in these situations. So that's what really sucks about it, because I'm going to back Kevin Porter Jr. up. I don't want to see this dude out of the league. I want to see somebody take a chance on him. I don't want to see him off the Houston Rockets. I think Kevin Porter Jr. is perfect for Amen Thompson. I would love for all this to be cleared up this afternoon, where it's like, yeah, look, this was bullshit. None of this was all over reported. This was overreaction. People were boozing, people were drunk, whatever. This is all in the past. What sucks is, like, I even think in that situation, like, the Rockets would be like, we're still chilling. Maybe they trade him instead of waive him. Considering his contract, they could just cut him for nothing. But maybe if, like, the girl came out and was like, yeah, like, I was capping, like I'm sorry. Oh, man, it just sucks, dude. Haskins' family had a separate funeral from the woman he was with. This is starting to piece together, not taking sides till it all comes out. That is super suspect. So what Javon is saying was we got another comment. I don't know if it was Javon or who it was, but somebody was saying that Haskins, what was it? That Haskins was married to the sister of this girl. You know, man, bro, I'm like, seriously, listen. You can judge a book by its cover. I'm not saying you should, and I'm not saying you always should. This girl in West Virginia, I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful girl. She scored 72 in a game. I mean, that's fucking nuts. Wait. What is this? Oh, shit, it's not on the screen. Hold on. Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. This isn't her, is it? We're going to read this article here. Former MSU basketball player accused of... That doesn't look like her at all. So, oh, is this it? A former Michigan State women's basketball player and wife of a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is facing a domestic violence charge after being arrested following an incident inside a Las Vegas hotel room. The domestic dispute between Dwayne Haskins and the Kevin Porter Jr.'s girl's sister. She's listed as having played 7 games as a member of the 2015-2016 women's basketball roster and was a finalist for Michigan's Miss Basketball. None of this matters. Her sister, Kai Sri, Kevin Porter Jr.'s girl, was the 4th pick in last year's. So this is not personal. It seems like they're both massive failures in basketball. Yeah, this is the sister. This is not her. But I just want to say they both seem like complete and utter failures in basketball so far. Not personal. Oh, shit. You guys still can't read this article. All right, hold on. According to a police report, officers were called to the hotel around 2:30 on July 3rd for a domestic call. Haskins was taken to a hospital due to a facial injury he sustained. Documents showed he told police that his wife punched him in the face. Haskins told a hotel security officer, "I want her out of my room. She hit me and cut my lip open." He also lost a tooth in the conflict. An arrest report said when police searched the hotel room, authorities found a piece of a tooth next to the bedroom closet. According to recent reports, the couple was engaged. However, according to the arrest report, the two told police that they had been dating for 1.5 years and got married back in March. They also told police they were in town with some friends to celebrate their commitment to each other. The report had no indication that Haskins had hit his wife or became violent. Wow. So this is what you guys are talking about here. What did we say when the show started? Bitches be fucking crazy, dude. I'm telling you. And we all know it. Don't lie to yourself. Don't think to yourself right now, no, this shit. People are crazy, man. Dudes are crazy too. Dudes are 100% crazy. But what I'm saying is when a girl loves you, shit happens, man. That's a crazy fucking story. I cannot believe the just like the connection to Dwayne Haskins with her sister is really weird. And then the assault, like Dwayne Haskins, listen to this. Let me put it bluntly. Dwayne Haskins, let me get a height and weight on what Dwayne Haskins was. The late great Dwayne Haskins. He was 6'3". All right, what's his weight? 230. All right. 6'3", 230-pound Dwayne Haskins had to call the police for domestic violence on his wife. 6'3", 230, Dwayne Haskins calls the police at 2:30 a.m. in Las Vegas on July 3rd, 2 years ago, whenever this was, on his wife. And who is his wife? The sister of Kevin Porter Jr.'s girlfriend. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is Dwayne Haskins, a grown fucking man at 6'3", 230 pounds, Dwayne fucking Haskins, the starting quarterback for Ohio State, a top 5 football team in the country for my whole life, calls the police on his girlfriend, who is related to Kevin Porter Jr.'s girlfriend. Dwayne fucking Haskins. Dwayne Haskins. Professional football player. I mean, that is suspect. I mean, that is really fucking weird. I'm not saying anything about this girl. She's coming off a bad season. We're going to say that. In a lot of these pictures, she looks like a really pleasant, amazing person. Like, actually, like she looks really cool. But then there are some pictures where, like, look, I can tell you're crazy. Like, people say don't judge a book by its cover. No, you can judge a lot about a book by its cover. Like, these are facts. I'm not trying to shame anybody here, and that's what it's going to come off as. She looks a little fucking crazy, man. I hate to say it out loud, but like, her sister looks fucking crazy too. I mean, that's a mugshot, but I'm just saying. But then, like, here she looks awesome. Yeah, there's no craziness there. So I'm not trying to get into that. But this is getting really interesting. I can't believe she was drafted at pick number 4 and played 1 minute last year. Prayers are pouring in for former WNBA star. The girl who played 9 minutes a night, averaging 1 point a star. Sounds like she's a fucking bust. In the NBA, we call that a bust. Rockets won't release him. So, hey, what's up, Jalen? It's an unfortunate situation, but I think the Rockets are going to do their own investigation and is going to cut him. Yeah. I mean, look, man, all I'll say is this. I mean, you have to take responsibility for your own life. And, like, I just, if you're Kevin Porter Jr., you got to be smarter in the sense of, like, if this was, let's play hypothetical here. Let's say this was all false. This was just like the Cleveland situation, and it was all false, and this was all speculation, for whatever reason. People be crazy, right? But he gets cut from the Rockets. I mean, it's just so shitty. He got cut from the Cavs, bro. Technically didn't do anything wrong, but then, the whole Cavs thing was like, wasn't he like throwing? He was like not involved with the team, and he was like, well, didn't he like throw something like a piece of cake or something like that? And it's like, but from his standpoint, it's like, yo, dude, first off, we said it in our last show. Kevin Porter Jr.'s life, his childhood is fucking crazy. It's literally crazy. Kevin Porter Jr.'s life is crazy. His childhood is crazy. This dude has been and seen shit. And then he gets into this incident where his sister punches somebody, and then one of his boys punches somebody, but he gets blamed, he gets cut. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's so suspect. This is just weird. Star, give me a fucking break. Who is the last star in the NBA who was picked number 4, who played 9 minutes his rookie season? Who was the last 4th pick in the draft? No, I'm serious. Who was the last? Can we get a fact check on here? We got 25 lovely people in here. Can we get a fact check the last time that a 4th pick in an NBA draft played less than 10 minutes wasn't it our sophomore campaign? Hold on, she was drafted in 2021. Yeah, she hasn't played, and she's a free agent. That's right. She has not played since her rookie season. So I'm not trying to. I don't want to go at this girl at all, and I want that to be very clear. But it's starting to really piss me off because things are starting to feel a little bit fishy. This girl was. I mean, this girl dropped 72 points in a college basketball game. That is insane. She dropped 72 points in a college basketball game. So she gets drafted 4th overall, plays 19 games, 9 minutes a night, less than 2 points per game, and has not touched the NBA floor in 2 seasons. The WNBA floor. They do be treating females like shit, which is why I'm curious because I know it's such little teams, it's such more little pay. Are their teams just loaded? Are the starting lineups just loaded that there's such limited roster spots that even the 4th round pick can't play? No, you know what? Let's go to pick number 5. Chelsea Dungy. Oh yeah, okay. So this actually does seem like a WNBA thing. What's up, Jorge? Hold on, we're gonna get to the chat in a second. This is so irrelevant, it appears. But yeah, here's that draft class. I mean, yeah, the 1st round pick played 9 minutes, 2nd round pick played 11. So seems like WNBA rosters are just way too deep because there's only 12 teams. All right, let's hit chat real quick. Sounds like there might be a trend with those sisters, but KPJ should never lay a hand on a female. That's 100%. Yep. I don't want that to get lost on this show. That if Kevin Porter Jr. is in the wrong, then it's brutal. But it's just really pissing me off, man. Like, look, if I don't want to compare myself to Kevin Porter Jr., but like, that's what sucks is like I'm not obviously like a famous person, but let's just say I was. Let's say I was like, the main announcer for the Houston Rockets and this situation happened to me. Well, like everybody would be thinking the same thing, as you should, because you should never lay your hands on a woman. But, in those certain cases where the man he's in the clear, I mean, it just sucks, which is why it's innocent until proven guilty. So, look, man, if I am wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm not, we say this, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a media member. I'm not employed by the Houston Rockets. So you're going to hear on the media and you're going to see on Twitter, you're going to see, and this has nothing to do with Knuckles because this is morally like, we're grown in a society where you don't touch women, obviously. So you hear somebody touches a woman and you want to think like, fuck that, right? So I get it. It's the morally ethical dilemma. Like, all right, man, KPJ is my point guard, right? I love the dude. Wish him the best of luck. But if he touched a hand on a female, then fuck him. But that's if you're employed. If I'm employed by SportsCenter or ESPN, if I'm employed by the Houston Rockets, I have to kind of word it like that. So I gotta stay off social media here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna see every single Rocket member that I like just fucking berating this kid. Who do you see picking him up if he is cut? Well, obviously, if he gets cut and evidence comes out here and the whole Miles Bridges situation was like he pled whatever. He pled no contest, so he paid some money. But like technically he didn't admit to it, but like technically he did not admit to it. If that same situation happened to Kevin Porter Jr., I don't know, man. NBA storylines are so crazy. It's hard for me to envision a world where, unless this is cleared up immediately, that Kevin Porter Jr. plays basketball in the NBA this upcoming season. I would imagine he's done in the NBA this upcoming year. Maybe he goes to Europe and plays. Maybe he doesn't do anything, and then like the Miles Bridges situation, and then plays the next year. I don't know. Especially because in the NBA right now, there's so much. I feel like in the NBA, the past, like from when I was born, like it's top heavy, and at the bottom it's so bad. There are so many bad teams, but at the top there's so many great teams. I feel like in the NBA right now there are so many just good, slightly good teams, decent teams, and like there's no overpowered squad. Yeah, the Nuggets are a really good team. The Suns are a really good team, but these aren't, the Miami Heat. This isn't the Golden State Warriors of the past. So down at the bottom, we have teams like Houston where like we're done rebuilding. Like there's just a lot of talent right now in the NBA. Look up Bria Beal. She got drafted by a WNBA team, then cut after she got drafted. It's just fucked, dude. What's good, Jorge? Appreciate you, brother. I need to see some evidence. Of course, the WNBA is going to believe her without knowing the whole story. He could have cheated on her, and she's trying to get him back. I'm trying to think of like, bro, I haven't been around in life that long. I'm only 1 year older than Kevin Porter Jr. I've done some real forgettable stuff with women. Like I've done some stuff where now I can, now I can open up to it and, own up to my mistakes. But like, damn, bro. I mean, if I did some of the stuff I did at like, like, oh, man, at certain ages, like, I don't know, dude. Shit just gets real, man. Especially if it's like a toxic relationship, man. Shit gets really fucking real, really fucking quick, But you're at an age where you can't really understand it, see it, process it. You're just not aware. You're too young. You haven't made enough mistakes. You haven't learned enough things that you have to just kind of bite the bullet, take it on the chest, and own up to it. But my point is, I've done so many things that I'm trying to see if I should get personal here. So I will get personal. I dated a girl. I dated a girl a long time ago, and we at the end of the relationship, we dated for almost 2 years. It was not a healthy relationship, right? We're both very young. We don't know what we're doing. It's just this, it wasn't working, but you're so young that you think, you're like, oh, I'm still in love. Like I'm in love. Maybe not. I love this girl, but like I'm in love with her. You know what I'm saying? You're just young and dumb and dumb and dumb. So we broke up. The breakup doesn't matter, but what does matter is for about a year afterwards on TikTok, this girl would say stories all the time. All the time. And even for the stories, like it's just, man, it's like so embarrassing. Like I'm like, this girl would go on TikTok and like share like my deepest, darkest mistakes in my life. And it's just crazy because from that standpoint, like I'm the worst person on the planet. But from my standpoint, there are things that go into it. The point is, bitches be crazy, dudes be crazy, people be crazy, and people be crazy in love, and people be crazy when you're the starting, I mean, not, was the starting point guard for the Houston Rockets. I'm sure, being the fourth pick in the draft and then not playing in the WNBA really sucks. I'm sure being a WNBA player really fucking sucks, honestly. Like, unless you're like a top 20 player in the league, I'm sure it blows. But this whole situation just seems like there's clearly stuff below the surface. You lock, I mean, KPJ is going out partying until 6:30 in the morning. That's something right there. She's locking him out at, all night. That's something right there. Like all this is none of my business. It's none of my fucking business. And to be honest with you, it's none of any of our businesses. But technically, it has to be the Houston Rockets business. It has to be the NBA business because it's a business. I want to know if she got bro first or if she did anything to make him do what he did to her. Why would they add more WM teams when they lose 10 million a year for the last 20 years and have never made a profit? It's funded by the NBA. It's wrong for a man to hit a woman, period. But what's even more wrong is for a woman to make a fishy, possibly false allegation and ruin a man's entire life after locking him out of his hotel. So that's what's at play here, folks. It's a lot deeper than. It's just a lot deeper than this, man. People's careers get ruined, man. Shit happens, especially for a guy like KPJ, man. Do people have his back? I got his back. You know, but does his family have his back? Does this girl even have his back? Or is he just, being shitty and, she's got to do what she's got to do. She's got to do what she thinks is right. She's got to try to hold on to the love, but maybe KPJ's, there's so many things that go into it. That's not my place, man. It's tough, bro, but it's not looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good, man. It's Amin time. Amin could really use a cutter and or vice versa. Amin could really use just a great catch and shoot 3-point shooter and just great catch and shoot shooter. And Kevin Porter Jr. could just really use a cutter and a guy who has high IQ, just knows where to be, feels the game really well. It would be such a nice combo. I think they're perfectly complementary for each other. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen here if KPJ is gone. Does that mean we're going to see more Whitmore? But they held on to guys like Jae'Sean Tate, but they got rid of KJ Martin. Fuck, man, KJ Martin would be pretty nice right now, even though he's a different position. J-Gup, we got a couple of J-Gups would be nice. You already know this. I guarantee you this will happen. I don't know if it'll be Malika. I don't know if she's still on TV. How much she's been clowned around the league, but yeah, I mean, this dude, I promise you, I'll keep saying this because I'm gonna keep saying this till it gets annoying. The priority is the whole media is gonna go at Kevin. Everybody is gonna go at Kevin. I'm telling you that. And even if they don't go at Kevin, listen. Even if they don't go at Kevin and they say outright, they're not going to say the words innocent until proven guilty. You will not hear that word across a major media source. You will not hear that word, innocent until proven guilty. Maybe a guy like Kendrick Perkins actually would say that because he's, I hate the word woke, but like he's not a fucking pussy. That's a better word. Like a Paul Pierce would say that because he's not a fucking pussy. But I don't know, man. I'm curious to hear what some people's thoughts are going to be on this. But I don't even want to know. Could you see Hudgens playing some minutes? Yeah. I don't really want to, though. No disrespect to him. All right, we got something on Twitter for Chris. Check it. All right. Looks good. Guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, hit that sub button. Let's try and get a lot of people in here. I'll change the title. This is something that really pissed me off, man. I know what you're. I know I want to defend him as well. It's just hard when you don't know the facts. All right, Bobby Marks. Who's Bobby Marks? ESPN NBA front office insider. Wow, this is from an ESPN guy. Shout out to this guy. All right. I would not expect any discipline against Kevin Porter Jr. until there's a full investigation by the NBA. The Rockets can certainly tell Porter to stay away during training camp. Yep. Porter signed a 4-year, $72.6 rookie extension last October. The league has jurisdiction to avoid the contract under the provisions of the domestic violence policy. For our audio listeners, it gets a little bit into the contract breakdown. This is way too much math. But yeah, a lot of math. Go to Twitter. Yeah, man, I'm gonna probably end it here, but I gotta stay away from ESPN today. They're gonna go at bro. One thing, like, I when we started doing the NBA show, daily live NBA show, I do it every single day. My boy Cyril and I, we've done it every day since last March. So we're about a year and a half in. I remember the Miles Bridges situation happening, and I remember being very hesitant and being worried about my like not really reputation, because I don't really have a reputation, but more being like, you want to be morally and ethically right, like if this is actually true. And then the pictures, there were pictures and all that stuff, and it just is like these are just really dicey situations. And to be honest with you, I'll probably will not talk on this again, unless something happens, unless like a news breaks and there's evidence, and then Kevin gets caught or whatever it is. Definitely, I don't really like to talk about whole shows on this. It's just so negative. There's a lot of uh, speculation, a lot of hypotheticals, especially on my part, because you want to be respectful to all parties. You want to treat people how you want to be treated, and it's like just super dicey, man. So try to be understanding for everybody involved here, whether that's I feel so shitty that I don't know the girl's name. I just don't know how to pronounce her name. But Kay, we're gonna call her Kay. We're gonna call them both K's. K and K, give both of them, just you know, you know, come to the season opener. I'm gonna make a sign and hold that up. That KJ is innocent. Yeah, dude, I gotta pull up for the opener, man. That's coming up. I'm positive it's like a month away. So yeah, all right, bros. Appreciate, and ladies, appreciate all y'all tuning in here. This could age very poorly. I mean, who really cares? So I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Rex content. But yeah, guys, we're putting all these on podcast form and streaming forms and all that good stuff. So the Spotify, the Apple, the links down below. We're getting these rocket. You're going to get at least 2 to 3 until training camp starts up again a week. So appreciate y'all. Yeah, October 10th, we're less than a month away. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.